Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chamira Elaine. For those of you who are new, for those of you who are not new, thank you all so much for coming back here and supporting everything I do here with my channel. By the title of this video, I am going to be giving you all 10 completely healthy, completely money-free, I guess some of them are money-free, tips on smelling good down there and feeling good down there. Okay, first of all, before we even get into the video, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel if you want to see more videos from me, and also make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you like videos like this. This is completely new or just a completely different type of subject that I'm talking about here on my channel. So yeah, if you like these types of videos, make sure that you give this one a thumbs up, and also make sure that you hit the bell so that you're notified every single time that I'm post. I'm trying to push my content out there and hopefully reach 1,000 subscribers one day. So yeah, so without further ado, let's just get into this video. I got on my hair scarf, I got on my pajamas, my pajama jams, and of course we got our water with our lemon. I was gonna get real bougie and add a straw, but we're not gonna do that. That's doing too much. But I wanted this video to be more girly. I found my backdrop that I had in undergrad, so we had to bring it out for this video, and I just wanted it to be like a little slumber party chit chat. Okay, that's kind of the feel that I wanted for this video. Now again, I have 10 tips. I tried to do my research for a lot of these different tips, and just from personal experience, I also tried to look at other videos that talked about tips for feminine hygiene. Ones that I've seen from just multiple different YouTubers were fairly similar, fairly common knowledge, things that you can more so Google and things like that. So I wanted to give you all some tips that I believe are actually going to be helpful, and also tying in just some personal experiences that I've tried with these tips so that you know they actually work. You feel me? Let's just get right into the first tip, ladies. So I'm not going to reference her down there by any derogatory term that people like. I ain't gonna say derogatory, let's just derogatory for this channel. Okay, so we're gonna keep it clean and keep it cute, and we're gonna name her Valerie. Okay, Valerie the vagina. My first tip, ladies, is to let Valerie breathe. Oh my god, y'all, this is probably the most important, and I think that this is just something that I've learned over time. I come from a family, or even just I feel like we live in a society where this type of stuff is very taboo. These are taboo topics. It's kind of just shit that you experience and figure out on your own. So this is one of those things I figured out on my own. You gotta let Valerie breathe. And for me, what that meant was sleeping naked, sleeping without underwear on, and a lot of times sleeping without pajamas on. I feel very comfortable sleeping naked, so it was really no big problem for me. But if you are someone who doesn't feel comfortable sleeping completely naked, you could just put regular pajamas and not wear any underwear. The reason why you really want to let Valerie breathe, especially when you go to sleep, is because when you are sleeping overnight, Valerie builds a lot of moisture. Okay, it's very moist. She gets very moist overnight. Okay, and as we know, moisture is like the culprit of bacteria, and if you have on underwear, you're trapping that bacteria in for how many hours we sleep? 6 to 8 hours. Okay, that's a long time to be trapping in some bacteria. So if you just letting her breathe and letting her be free, she's not trapped. You're still creating that moisture, but you're not trapping it in so that it creates bacteria and things like that. Tip number 2 is, and this is another tip that I had to be consciously reminded of all the time and not let society get to me. Don't be afraid to wear granny panties. Okay, make sure your panties fit. I know this might sound very common sense, like it sounds like common sense, like you should make sure that your panties fit. Now, we're so used to getting all the cute little cheeky bottoms and the lace bottoms and like all of this stuff, but once I became comfortable wearing really like not even oversized panties, but like granny panties where it covers my complete butt and it's, you know, a little bit of room in it, I started to notice that Valerie was able to breathe a lot more. That for me was very important because of the fact that I sweat so much down there. Like, some people sweat on their forehead, some people sweat under their arms. Me, when I sweat down there. My hands sweat and my feet sweat. Very weird places, but that's just what it is. So because I sweat so much down there, I don't need to be wearing really tight underwear. So my third tip would be to utilize baby wipes. This tip is simply just to help you stay fresh down there. I know a lot of people use feminine wipes and things like that. I just prefer baby wipes because it's been safe for Valerie in the past, so I just stick with it. Side note, this isn't one of my tips, but I wanted to mention that as far as wiping, make sure that you're wiping from front to back and not back to front, okay? I don't want what's coming from your anus to go into your vagina, so wipe from front to back. Tip number 4. Now, tip number 4 is super common, which is drink your water, like I'm currently doing with my lemon. You know that water helps us with a lot, sis, okay? It helps with our hair, it helps with our nails, it helps with our skin, and it helps with Valerie. All right, now one thing that I started to notice, and like I said, this is from personal experience, is that sugary foods, sugary drinks, and coffee make my pee stink. Okay, like they make my pee and my vagina smell very acidic, and that's just what it does. And I drink coffee every single day. And the thing about coffee that a lot of people don't realize is that coffee makes you dehydrated. So if you aren't, you know how some people chase like liquor with water, if you aren't chasing your coffee with water, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna end up dehydrating yourself, and you need that water for Valerie, okay? So I noticed that when I started cutting out all of the sugary drinks, especially coffee, like I started to really notice a change in the way that my vagina smells. Another fact that I forgot to mention is that sugary foods and sugary drinks helps produce more candida. I think that's how you pronounce it. Candida is a type of yeast infection, so that's pretty much what those sugary foods and sugary drinks do to Valerie down there. Tip number 5 would be to shower before and after sexual intercourse. I first want to say, always make sure that you are practicing safe sex, okay? So if you are engaging in sexual activity, make sure that you shower before and after. When you have sex with someone, you're not completely aware of the bacteria that's actually going into your body that is really not helpful for you, okay? Which causes Valerie to smell. So when you're showering before, you're making sure that whatever bacteria you have yourself gone. You know, you're cleaning it before you even having sex, okay? You also want to shower after, because first of all, if you're having sex, a lot of times it's sweaty. Valerie is building a lot of moisture. You don't know what bacteria the guy has, all type of stuff, okay? So you want to make sure that you're showering after as well to kind of wash away all of the bacteria that you accumulated from sex. That's pretty much it, okay? Ladies, I also forgot to mention that don't let these guys fool you, especially if you're not having unprotected sex without condoms. Guys' penises are filthy, if not more filthy than a woman's vagina. So if they ain't clean, you getting some dirty penis that's going inside of Valerie, okay? So that is why it is really important to make sure that you're showering after and making sure that your partner is also clean. Tip number 6, consider your health. When I say this, I mean consider how stressed you are, depressed, sad, anxious, because these are all moods that affect the way we eat and affect how much water we drink. I found a lot of times that when I am stressed, I don't take as good of care as my body as I should, and I think that I am preaching to the choir. Like, I think that that's just not a me thing. I think that it's really, really important to be in tune with yourself and notice when you're starting to gravitate towards more unhealthy items, because that can also potentially affect Valerie. Tip number 7, going along with that, we all know you are what you eat, okay? What you put inside of your body is exactly what your body is gonna secrete. One thing that you want to make sure is that you're eating lots of vegetables and a lot of citrus fruits. If you eat citrus fruits, it's more than likely that your body is gonna secrete that type of output. Citrus fruits can include pineapples and cranberries and oranges and lemons. Who doesn't actually like to eat these things? You can add them to your water, okay? You just want to make sure that you're consuming those types of food items if you want Valerie down there to be straight. Tip number 8. They're kind of 2 tips in one, but I feel like they kind of go hand in hand. One is don't hold your pee. That's just common sense. Don't hold it. Research really hasn't shown that it actually causes UTIs, but we're not really trying to be a statistic or find out. So don't hold your pee. When you gotta go pee, go pee. I know a lot of teachers or people who are very, very busy try to hold their pee because they don't want to. Don't hold your pee. Go pee. Try to pee every hour or 2. If you're somebody that drink a lot of water, you know that you damn near gotta pee every 30 minutes. So block out time for you to be able to go use the bathroom, okay? Now, going along with that is, ladies, I know when we're on our periods, like I said, things can get very, very busy, but you need to change your pad. You need to change your tampon. Stop waiting 4 or 5 hours until you change your pad, okay? That could be a reason why Valerie down there kind of smells bad, okay? Because you haven't changed your pad. Change your pad. Take time out to change your pad. While we're on the topic of pads, I do kind of want to share with you all the brand that I have been using for my past 2 periods now that I absolutely love. So I told myself that I wanted to try the Diva Cup, and was like, you know, I'll try something else like cotton pads, cotton tampons, very organic stuff before I make that complete transition. So I got this brand, Cora. This is what it looks like, from Target. Actually, they actually cost the same amount as like the regular pads cost. These are 100% organic and are made out of cotton. And first of all, the reason I like these is that they are super, super thin, literally like super thin, and a lot fresher down there than when I use like the other pads and tampons before. So I think because of the fact that it's cotton, is that different material really, really like affects the way that Valerie kind of handles the situation down there. I don't know, like I just feel like it's less of a scent. I'm not as moist. I don't know, like I just like them a lot better. Tip number 9 is when you're in the shower, you want to make sure that you're scrubbing your booty hole and also the space in between the booty hole and Valerie, okay? Y'all ladies know what I'm talking about. It's that little strip. You want to make sure that you're also cleaning that, because that also gets moist, it gets sweaty, it gets funky. You want to make sure that you're cleaning that. Along with that, ladies, I really want to stress the importance of really feeling comfortable with y'all body. Like I said, I know this is a very taboo topic. It is very important to get in tune with your body. Feel comfortable touching Valerie. Feel comfortable touching your butthole, because when you're actually washing Valerie, you want to make sure that the fingers is getting in between the lips, and you need to really feel comfortable, because that's what's gonna help Valerie stay clean and fresh and allow you to feel. Now, my last tip is something that I completely endorse. because this is something that I actually do all the time, is to change your underwear frequently throughout the day. Let me not say frequently, just change your underwear throughout the day. So like I said before, I am someone that gets really sweaty down there, especially in the summertime. So I find it really helpful, especially like when I'm at work or at school or whatever the case may be, when I can't get to a shower and I just feel super sweaty and baby wipes ain't really working. I just pack me an extra pair of panties, okay? And when I feel like it's starting to become too much or just halfway through the day, I just go to the bathroom and I just change my underwear, do a quick little cleanup, and I just feel fresh again instead of staying in that same damp, sweaty pair of panties all day. The smell is just accumulating over time. So I found that when I actually change my underwear throughout the day, not only do I feel better because I'm like, okay, it's a relief not being in these sweaty panties, okay, she also smells a lot better. She's not funky from sweat. A couple of things that I did want to mention, these are really not tips, but just as far as vaginal health, if you are experiencing like extreme pain, itching, smelling, different color discharge, I would highly recommend just seeing a gynecologist or a doctor. They will be more knowledgeable about what is going on. You might have a possible infection. You just never know. Don't turn to YouTube, don't turn to Google, don't turn to your friends unless they're a gynecologist for them to tell you what's going on with Valerie. Take your behind to a gynecologist, get a pap smear, whatever you need to do to make sure that you're as healthy as possible. Also wanted you all to know that, first of all, women have a natural smell, and that's why I say it's really important to know your body and be comfortable with your body so that you know what that natural smell is. That way, when the smell is off, you know that something is wrong, that you're doing something different. So all women have a natural smell. Don't let nobody tell you none different. Also, Valerie's smell tends to change. It becomes a lot stronger whenever you're on your period, of course, but also once you're starting to reach your ovulation cycle period. So also note that if you do smell her a little bit more, check to see if maybe you're going to be starting your period or if you're going to be ovulating. But yeah, ladies, those were all of my tips, my 10 tips to keep Valerie nice and clean and feeling her best. I hope that these tips weren't redundant of any other tips that you may have heard, and I hope that this video was something you enjoyed. I really enjoyed filming this type of video, so please let me know if you would like more videos like it, just kind of self-care. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.